Hello, hello, hello. Go ahead and pause that. Hope you're all doing well today. As per usual, with Dragon Quest IV, it seems to be the way it goes. Emulator can't quite handle whatever type of music they did for the opening. So I had to skip past that. So I don't know what that's about. But I did see, I ended up getting a couple of follows, at least one. It's a pain in the butt to kind of like get down there and see on my thing. But since it's off stream, it doesn't show up on my alert list. But thank you for the follows. Anywho, let's go ahead and begin our adventure. We're playing as a guy this time. We have no choice, so we will go with the normal dragon as our character name. I'm just gonna jump right into it. I understand your anxiety, Your Majesty. Truly, I do. But might I suggest that you take a seat and try to relax? I suppose so. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock.
Wowie, 36 months. That's like numbers of things. Cheers for a new adventure. Dragon 2 love.
Yeah, thanks for the 36 months of sub support, OP. And that weird pride shrug emote. Not sure how I feel about it. Hello, Phoenix. Hello, OP. I hope you're both having a good day. We're gonna have this weird accent that we gotta deal with for a bit. Good Sancho. Your sprite looks unflattering. Senor, King Pancras is a baby. A beautiful little baby. Oh my, bless the goddess. Congratulations, King Pancras. You have a beautiful baby boy, Your Majesty. Let me know how the volume is. Again, it's a little bit loud on my end, so I have to turn it down. But if it's too quiet, too loud, let me know, as always. Excellent. Do I have this one? I don't think I do. What do I have? Nope. I have like the old ones, though. I have these. That's good enough, right? Do these even show up? These do show up. You can't really see them, but they do show up. Darling, you did wonderfully, my dear. Just listen to him crying away, strong as an ox. Oh boy! Oh wait, no, do we not hear the baby sounds? Oh, no, it's not yet. A child with this much character deserves to be named right away. You mean like you would normally name a baby? Do you just like... I legitimately, do people just like sit there after the baby is born, just like, I will name him in a couple days, we gotta think of something good. Like you haven't had 9 months to think of something good. What's up, turn up? How? I know, why don't we call him Madison? What a lovely name.
36 months. That's 3 years. That's crazy. How is everyone doing?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well, Gob. Hope your stuff is going well. We got this, like, do we have the Minecraft Pride Bee now? Is that what this is? We're gonna sleep at this time of day for a while, and also binging Persona 4 Golden when that wasn't the case. I still need to jump into that, but right now, like, anytime my arms are feeling good, I've been playing Bionicle Heroes since I'm almost done with that. Or, grinding Dragon Quest Swords. Is this the mobile one? No, this is the DS version. I suppose the baby isn't sitting there going, well, waiting over here. It's basically the same thing, but emulating a DS and recording a DS is way easier than mobile. Had another idea of my own, though. I was thinking it might be nice to call him Dragon. And I'm not sure. That's the name you want, then that's the name he'll have. Let me just drag the baby off of the bed. Dear son of Howls, bestowed upon us by the grace of the benevolent goddess. From this day forth, you shall be known as Dragon. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Goodness, what is it? Are you alright, my dear? Oh, there's the baby sound. And we're skipping that because it sounds awful. Dragon, you're awake. A dream, you say? Of being in some kind of castle when you were a baby? Don't talk such nonsense, sleepyhead. Why don't you have a little stroll about outside and blow the cobwebs away, eh? Okay, I can do everything. Looks like we're on a boat of some kind. Did this child just imply he remembers the day he was born? I don't know what you're talking about. Apparently, it's just a dream. Now, any of the plot details I remember are from really early on, and or from bits highlighted by Dragon Quest Your Story. Not a great movie. Not a great. There's a couple things that did good, but it's not a great movie, unfortunately. Did he wake up and start destroying limited resources on a ship at sea? Yes, he's a beautiful little protagonist. That's what they said to him when he was born. They said, you've got a beautiful baby boy protagonist. Keep him away from the ship's barrels. Did the movie at least look pretty? It's a point of debate, but I think it looks great. A lot of people don't like that it wasn't the Toriyama art style, and because it was basically the How to Train Your Dragon art style, and I think that it did wonders. I think it looked really nice. Because it's like this weird thought to think about. Like we have Toriyama alikes throughout the world, like people emulating his art style because they like for whatever reason. But Toriyama's not gonna be here forever. There's gonna be slight changes to his art style all the time, all the time. So we just gotta get used to it. Hello, Doofus. How to animate your Dragon Quest? Yes. A TNT ticket. What's a TNT? It's not TNT. It's got apostrophes in it. Can I open any of these? Nope, locked. But I can destroy these. I was about to say, is there nothing in all 9 of these? Look Look, whatever gambling is in this game, we at least know it's probably going to be easier on my arm than the tombola and swords. When I think of Pancras raising a small boy like you without your mother around, he's more of a man than I am, that's for sure. So your father's traveling the world looking for something, eh? Well, I don't know what it is he's after, but I hope he manages to find it soon. I do want to say something, like, about your story. The thing that makes it different from Dragon Quest V and makes it original, like something somewhat original, it's not necessarily bad. The way they presented it to us is awful. Had they taken the exact same thing and presented it a little bit differently, shifted it around a bit, then they a little bit things here and there differently, I think this would have been an amazing movie. Hello there, laddie. Feeling a bit peckish, are we? The food here is not bad, even if I do say so myself. I wonder who's the better cook, me or your pa? The thing is, though, the movie kind of skips over the child segments of this game. So we're gonna see that. Oh boy. Teenage Mutant Nitro. Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what you were saying. Nitro to... I cannot read that word this far away. Nitro to the wind. I have no idea if that's a word or not, but I'm taking your word for it. I'm Captain Blythe, I am. And I'm the master of this ship, so I am. Your father was a big help to me many a time in the past, you know. The ship actually belongs to a chap called Rodrigo Briscoletti. He doesn't often carry regular passengers. This is a special voyage laid on just for your father. You make sure you do what he says, won't you, boy? You'll grow up to be a great man if you do. Also, plot point. Dragon looks at the bookshelves. Don't see many books. Okay, not there then. Well, we'll see it later. Ah! Hey, you didn't scream or nothing. Bit of an odd nut, are you? Okay. Nothing in there. Hear that you and your father are traveling around together, just the two of you. That's nice. Ah, yes, nothing like traveling around and not being... Oh, we talked to everyone, I guess. We've made port, boys. Cast anchor, lower the sails. I have a piece of gum, and it turns out I think it was a terrible idea. Couldn't go down below and give your father a shout, could you, boy? Let's see, we went down there. Went in there. I think we traveled this boat. I just want to say, if you can't feel the boat shifting to a stop, or like the anchor being lowered, probably a really good boat. Of course, I don't really know much about boats, so, you know, kind of talking out my ass. So we've docked at last. Must be 2 years now since we were last home at the village. You were so small when we left Dragon that I doubt you remember it very well at all. Right then, ready for the off. Turns out TNT is more stable, but toxic, also weaker. I mean, that tends to be the way of it. If something is more stable, it ends up being weaker. That's the trade-off. Turn so we can see what's happening. We'll be disembarking in a minute, Dragon. Who's that there waiting to get on the ship, Captain? Ah, Mr. Briscoletti, I hope you haven't been waiting too long. What kind of hat would you prefer as the captain of a ship? The captain's hat looks not pirate enough to me, kind of modern. Ah, that does look like a modern style captain, but considering probably there are also pirates in this world, probably. I'm not 100% sure. You would want something to differentiate that. You're in my way, old man. Ah, travelers, I see. I must apologize for my daughter's behavior. And here's the maestro of the vessel. Maybe he'll teach you a cut. Good to see you again, Mr. Briscoletti. Judging by the look on your face, I'd say you've had an enjoyable trip. A smile shows a man is eating well. Now, allow me to introduce my daughters. Daughter. One of them ran off. I was joking. I was joking. I didn't think he'd say it. Game took my joke and made it serious. Should I say daughter? One of them has rudely gone on ahead. Nera, come here to Papa. Bambina, is the step too high for you? Allow me to give you a hand, my dear. Thank you, sir. Traveler with manners. Good, good. Now, Nera, we've traveled further than our long piece of linguine. You must be exhausted. Be a good man and take Nera to my suite so she can get some rest, hmm? Right away, sir. My apologies for holding you up, sir. Please, terra firma awaits you. Are you sure you've got everything, Dragon? You've checked inside the drawers as well? Yes. Okay, so Pankraz is definitely promoting the protagonist's lifestyle of break everything and check everything for good things. It's like this, I gotta imagine, it's like this weird thing. Since the protagonist doesn't talk in like any of these games, I just imagine it as like one day they get the calling, it's like you are gonna be the hero, you need to train and strong. What are you doing? The hero is just running and grabbing pots and breaking them and not listening. It's like, I should have known. The protagonist's curse of wanting to break everything in sight. Hey, it's Pankraz, isn't it? I thought so. You made it back safely, did you? I may starve and I may go thirsty, but nothing can finish off old Pankraz. Now then, Dragon, I have some business to do with this gentleman, so why don't you run along and play? Oh, and while I think of it, I want you to have this. Pankraz hands the adventurer's map to Dragon. Ta-da, we got a map. It's a very important map. An old friend of mine made it for me long ago. Make sure you take good care of it and don't lose it. And don't go off playing too far away. So, get these. We obviously got to break all of the barrels and stuff before we keep going. I don't know if there's anything on that side. I don't think there is. Alright, enjoy Persona 4. I have just gotten Personas, so I'm not very far in at all. Man, there is like nothing lootable in this town. What you got, lady? Must be 2 years now since that chap Pankraz set off from here on his travels. Said he was going off in search of something important. Took his little boy with him, too. Wonder what became of him. No. You're the little boy? And Pankraz just arrived back on that ship? You shouldn't go about spreading silly rumors, you know, boy. Alright, well, we gotta go off and play. Bye, Dad. Go buy your cigarettes. We still got, like, the same kind of, like, hand-drawn style map, I think. We even have a, like, ship cave over there somewhere. Wow, that was quick. Pankraz comes to the rescue. Pankraz joins the battle. Level 27 and 410 HP. Jesus. This man. Look, Daddy, I killed one. Are you alright, Dragon? Pankraz cast heal. It's too dangerous for you to wander off too far on your own. You must be more careful in the future. I took one step. Oh boy, this encounter. Like, we really don't have anything to worry about, but still? This man just went twice in one turn. He took away the chance that I had to, like, actually kill something. Goodness me, if it isn't old Pankraz, where have you been these last 2 years? Never mind that, it's good to see you back and that's all that matters. I mustn't just stand here chatting away though, I need to tell everyone the good news that you're back. Takes out a mega horn. He's back! Every time I think that I'm joking, the game has proven me otherwise. This man just went to town and yelled, "He's back, everybody!" There you are, Pankraz, so you're still alive. Why, oh my, that can't be that little lad of yours, surely. Hasn't he grown? Anyway, why don't you pop in for a drink at my pub one night, eh, Pankraz? I'm sure the regulars would love to hear a few tales about your adventure. No, I also just realized this is a bit off. Maybe? I would like to move this. It doesn't want to let me move it. Because I'm on that menu. Okay, I see how it is. I'll do this. Alright, fine. It's not going to let me move it because I've got like a billion things there. And trying to figure out which one I want to click on. It wants to click on is annoying. So, young hero is just going to stay off center. I know we didn't always see eye to eye, but I've been missing seeing you around. Come by when things have calmed down a bit and we'll settle old scores, eh? So it's true, you really are back, Pankraz. Welcome home. The village was full of gossip about you while you were away, I can tell you. Mr. Pankraz, sir, how wonderful it is to see you looking so well. Praise the goddess for delivering you home to us safe and sound. Glory be to the goddess. Beg your pardon, I seem to have gotten rather carried away. But you're home. You're home. Pankraz is home. I'm so happy. H-A-P-P-Y, happy. She's excited. Wow. Senor, you have returned. He says it's so good to see you. I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Come inside, senor. Welcome home, Mr. Pankraz. Question marks. Who might this girl be? That's my daughter. Oh yes, I know you. You're old Whitey's wife from the village nearby, aren't you? So, Mrs. Whittaker. She came here from Roundbeck to get the medicine for Senor Whittaker, her husband. Grown-up talk is boring. Shall we go upstairs and play? Yes. It is indeed boring. Hold on, I gotta break that pipe. Let me go! Yes, I remember you. Guess you just told me your name. I wonder. I'm 8, which means I'm 2 years older than you are. I know, why don't I read you a story? Hang on a minute. Okay, here we are. One... up on... No. Well, this is too hard. How am I supposed to read something this difficult? Bianca, it's time we return to the inn, dear. Come in, Mum. I like the small point that she goes back to the bookshelf and puts it back. It's kind of, instead of just like leaving it on the table. There's also a book on the table. I didn't realize there wasn't before. So let's go ahead and transfer that to the bag. Transfer some of these to the bag since these are not in-battle items. Ah, yes, a boy and a stick. A pot lid? Let's go. Can we wield said pot lid? No. Alright, well, I guess we put it in the bag. Okay, that is a cupboard. And it has a medicine herb. That's why I wanted to check. What's down here? Can I go down there? Yep, please, okay. Seed of Strength. Alright, now we've successfully looted the house. Well then, I'm going out for a little while. You stay here and make sure you behave, alright? You are starting to look just like your Madre, my dragon. Yes, she was such a kind and beautiful senora. Oh, there he go. There he goes. Come on. Dad, wait for me. Game did not like that. There we go. I was about to say, is anything in the well? Then there's the shiny spot. But look, a stone from Wheelbrook. A famous stone. It's like, I got a mini medal. I got a mini medal. I got a mini medal. I got a rock. Alright kid, you know, just hanging on to weapons and armor isn't enough. Now you have to equip them properly before you can use them, you see? So if you come across anything useful looking in a cave or whatever, make sure you don't forget to equip it, eh? Welcome to the weapon shop. What can I do for you? What do you need? Alright, so... let's see what we got. What can we use? We can't use the stake. I don't know what that's for. Spears, only like 3 more. It's not really worth it. If I'm gonna grind for stuff, I'm gonna get the oaken staff or copper sword. That's a nice significant jump. Alright, that's really it. Oh yeah, so we have party chat now. I can press the B button and talk to people if there's there. So there's no armor shop, but there is an item shop. That's probably where the armor is. Yeah, Dragon Quest IV, like, they took party chat out of the DS version and put it back in the mobile version. So we didn't do any of that. My poor plants are really suffering here with this cold. I'm at my wit's end, I am. Did you get that stone, boy? Find it at the bottom of a well, did you? Went hunting about in the cave back in my younger days looking for some of them famous Wheelbrook bluestones. So I remember poking about them big rocks hoping for a sign of some more. Doesn't half take me back. It kind of seems like I don't really do much with party chat, so I just kind of forget it exists. But taking it out, there's a lot of people that like it. I just don't understand why they would take it out. I often wonder what sort of life Pancras led before he came here to Wheelbrook. Doesn't seem to want to talk about it much, but I'd wager he was no ordinary man, you mark my words. I mean, he's literally level 27 with 410 HP. An ordinary man does not get to this level of strength. You were just a little baby when you and your father came here to live in Wheelbrook. I can hardly believe how the time's flown by. It's like, I would take one look at Pancras and say, at very, very minimum, I'd say you were probably a higher ranking soldier. Like, if I didn't know who he was, like, I would say you're probably, like, a higher ranking soldier. You're not, like, the common soldier, but, like, I wouldn't necessarily go, you're a royal guard. This is Wheelbrook. If you head west from here, you come to the town of Roundbeck. So I get why they call it, like, what the brook part of it is, but what's the wheel part? It's like, it's spelled weird, too. It's W-H-E-A-L. This is the church. If you go inside and confess, you can have them keep a log of your adventures for you. Alright, so let's go ahead and do a hard save, just in case. This will be our first one. I looked at that really quickly and I went past it, but instead of saying prologue, it looked like it said prolock, like a Q instead of a G. I know I'm probably imagining things, but still. Hold up. Important details. Meow. We have pet the cat. Well, in my head, we have pet the cat. It doesn't specifically say you pet the cat, but in my head, you always pet the cat. I can't help but worry, you know. It's my old dad. He went off looking for herbs and hasn't come back. Probably went searching for him in that cave here. Wheelbrook ate it. I hope he's alright. Alright, so I think that's everything. No, we haven't got inside the inn yet. We need to go do that. There we go. Look what we have here. My youngest customer yet, I'd say. This is the pub, laddie. You might be getting a little bit ahead of your years, don't you think? I was extremely worried the way he started that off, but then it was like, oh, okay, whatever. Nothing special there. We live in the town west of here. It's called Roundbeck. Your dad used to bring you over to my house to play lots when you were little. That man I sent looking for herbs still ain't back yet. I wish I could send somebody in after him to see he's alright and everything. But your father seems so busy at the minute. I doubt there's anyone else who'd be willing to go traipsing into the depths of the cave for me. Well, it seems like we have our task. But how get in the cave? One wonders. Well, it looks like we go around this way, because we can't go through that guy. Alright, yeah. This here's the cave entrance, you know, boy. Don't expect me to come in after you if you get yourself lost. Alright, here we go. Our first adventure! A boring bug. Feels bad. What do you have to do to be called the boring bug? Thought I could kill that guy in one shot. I guess not. Alright, so slimes are definitely the ones I kill first, because they... Actually, no, I should probably kill the stronger ones first. They don't look like they're dealing any damage. And then I can't turn in caves. I think that's ridiculous, but okay. I think, both Dragon Quest 8 and 9 allows you to turn the camera in caves, even if only slightly. Yeah, Yeah, the slimes are only dealing 1 point of damage, so we want to take out the strong ones first. Alright, so let's go this way. So we can't go that way. Man, those trackies are really high up. Kind of like waving a stick at him like a pinata. It's like, eh, eh, eh. Oh, jeez. Okay, then. Can I survive that? Oh, there we go. I've come too. Did what I could for you, but you really should go home and get some rest now. Yeah, we should. I didn't expect an encounter with 3 trackies would kill me. Well, there goes that. I didn't think that would kill me. And when I wanted to test it, I should have ran away, I guess? Alright, attempt number 2. Minus half money. Probably. That's actually, like, the first time I've ever died there. That upsets me. Like, not a lot, but that definitely upsets me that we died there. Well, at least we got the 50 gold after we died, instead of before. That would have sucked. A Bunnicorn! This could be really good or bad. Okay. Not terrible. Still not great. Oh, nice. Could I have gotten that in the first turn? No way. Never. Okay. Nice. Alright. That's good. That's good. Come on, do it again. Yes. Early game is always a bit precarious. A leather shield. Can we please equip the leather shield? Thank God. That'll give us the edge we need. That, like, 1 point of extra damage reduction. Yo, what's up, Elworth? Oh boy. Okay, good. Okay. That minor heart attack. Alright, still no heal yet, which also is annoying. Probably at level 5. We should be able to one-shot these reliably now. Yeah, I see you're down there. Let me just explore real quick. Oh boy, that's 2 of those. This is fine. Nice, Wayfarer is closed. I've also just I've been thinking recently about like the evolution of how I've played these games. Because when I first picked up Final Fantasy IV and then like went to Dragon Quest IX afterwards, I barely talked to any of the NPCs. I didn't do anything. a lot of the, like, healing items, I kind of looked at and I said, why would I ever need this? Like, I have magic. Why would I use this? So I rarely bought any potions. I would use the ones that I had, but I would rarely buy them. Don't be mean to me. I'm not a bad slime, you know, I promise. I know I'll let you in on something useful. When you're cruising around, you'll find there are a lot less monsters out in the open than there are in forests and up mountains. Alright, so this does introduce the higher encounter rate in forest and mountain tiles. But I think about that, and you flash forward, about, like almost 10 years. And, you know, talk to a bunch of the NPCs, you know, and I've gone from, like, okay, well, I don't need items because my healing spells are better, to I want to have as much MP as possible. That's why the healing items are here, so you don't have to use them. It's not, like, necessarily why they're there, but they were like, here is a form of healing that is not your magic, so whenever you don't want to or can't use your magic, you don't have to. Dragon investigates the large rocks. It looks quite heavy, but it might just be possible to get it moving. Push the rock? Yes. Dragon puts all of his strength into pushing the rock. Yikes! I'm such a fool. I got bored not being able to move and ended up falling asleep. I was just walking around minding my own business when this huge rock came tumbling down on me, you see? Nice work, boy. I'm lucky you came along. The name's Rockefeller, by the way. Pleased to meet you. What do you want from me, phone? Oh boy, that makes my weekend suck. We have an appraiser coming, so I've got to do like a shit ton of cleaning. Ugh, okay, that sucks. Now I get the medicine to Miss Whitaker like she asked. There's no time for idle chit-chat. I better get back and start mixing these herbs. Because of this, I'll probably cut the stream at like 2 hours instead of going until I have to leave or get tired, because I gotta do a lot of stuff. Trying to get the interest rate on the house payment down. So, like, if this wasn't so important, like, the way I have everything right now would be fine, but in order to make it look as nice as possible, I gotta get, like, this place better than even guest ready. Do a few more things. That annoys me. Where are the stairs? Here? Oh, of course you defense. Defending won't help you from my wrath! That way. Yeah, I'm trying not to shy away from any of these battles if I can help it. Because early game's a bit grindy. Oh, I didn't equip those. I thought I did. I was waiting for, like, right before the stairs we would get one. Oh boy, this is fun. Hi, Mimi. Surprised he's still alive. I didn't see him defend. Alright, I need to check something too. Perfect. I want that to be fast. Kinda sucks we just got really unlucky in that cave and died once. Could have had like 30 more gold. Hey look, a hand-woven cape. That would have been nice. So that's the bag then, along... No! I keep forgetting it's unlike remember. Or it remembers where my cursor was. Ah, you're the young laddie from the cave, aren't you, boy? You really helped me out of a tight spot back there. In fact, I'd say you deserve a reward. Have a look in that drawer just there. Sure. Oh, wow, a hand-woven cape. Look at that. How thoughtful. Shifty eyes. Well, Dad finally came back with those herbs he was after. We'll be getting to work on making the medicine now. I should think he'll probably have it done and dusted by morning. Alright, I would really rather you offer your item shop services to me, my friend. And I'm going out for... whatever. Yes. Bing! Ah, you're awake, Dragon. Mrs. Whitaker has got the medicine she came for now, so she and Bianca will be going home today. I'm a bit worried about them traveling on their own, though. I was thinking I might see them back to Roundback safely. Do you want to come along? Yes. Good, good. Let's be off then, shall we? Adios, Senor Pancrez. I'll get you no trouble, eh? Oh, since we have somebody coming over to do, stuff. I don't know if they're going to be inside or doing a drive-by. If they're inside, I will let you guys know as soon as I know. If they do come inside and have to do stuff in the house, we're not streaming until they leave, just in case. Just a short trip to Roundbeck, my man, that's all. I see, we'll have a safe journey. I do like we were actually getting progress on our map, unlike what is happening in Final Fantasy XIV, in which case it is making us do stuff. Like, and it's like, man, you're making me do this thing in Final Fantasy XIV that would get me map completion, and you're not letting me get map completion. It's dumb. Likewise, my man. Oh boy, the leg. There it goes. A little bit smoother now. What is that sprite? It looks like Mario. Except it's orange instead of red. You could take his hat and do like a little M on it, and it would be Mario. We're back, Mrs. Whitaker. Did you manage to get hold of some of that medicine? Ah, it's good news, ain't it? Mr. Whitaker will be right as rain in no time. There's little Whitey then. I have to pop my head around the door if that's okay. Dad's ill, you know. There we go. No. Should go off a little walk with my Bianca. Alright. You wanna go for a walk? I'll go with you if you like. Hey look, she's in the party. And we're gonna loot from upstairs first, Bianca. There's not much to loot, but still. We have a Chimera wing, that's good. And a Seed of Resilience. Nothing up here, but it looks nice. Alright, we can go out this door and see what this guy has to say. I'm traveling the world collecting unusual tableware and the like. I heard that Count Uptotten used to drink tea from something called a Toff's tea set, made of silver it was. This guy is one of those people that goes to like a different, like to like all these locations, and it's like, you got any spoons? Like, you got any unique spoons? My grandmother used to do that. She had a spoon collection from like different places and stuff. They had like designs on them too, so it's not like this regular looking silver spoon's from New York and this one's from Carolina. One of them. Yeah, boy, come for the booze with your girlfriend, have ya? She's not bad neither. She'll be a right looker in a few years' time. Darn. Can't go in. Alright, so... Now, what do you have in the weapon shop, my friend? Why are you walking around? Alright, so... Boomerang gives us up to 32, but that hits everybody. Travel collectibles, indeed. Copper sword. Yeah, definitely... Looks like the knife and the copper sword are the best thing. I don't necessarily think the whip's great for 200 more. We'll see. We definitely want to get these two, though. So that's about it's 420. Haha. Bam, bam, bam. All that. Easy joke. Armor. What do we got? Alright, hardwood headwear gives us 4. Scale shield gives us some good stuff. The dress, other armor. Like, we're pretty... Like, we're neck deep in, like, how much money we want to spend, but, like, these next few parts for the child segment of this game, they are rough, from what I remember. Our item shop, we can increase encounters already. That's actually might be good. I don't want to spend I don't want to spend over half of my gold just yet, though, on it. Hairband is a helmet. Okay, so that would be good for her. You wonder why this isn't like the item shop and like the armor shop. What would you like to buy? Hope. Can I buy money from you for free so I can give it back to you and get merchandise? There's this fellow Tornico Chaloon that used to do that, or something similar. That young rascal of mine has gone and got himself a cat. Keep telling him we can't possibly keep a cat, but he won't listen. He's a worry sometimes, that boy. Why, what do you want? Can't you see we're busy teasing this stupid cat? Get lost! It's pretty weird, can't edit. Its purr's really funny. Go on, purr again, puss. Leave him alone, poor thing. Give him to me. You want him, do you? Okay, I'm bored of teasing him now. If you want him, you can have him. Huh, but only after you've gone and defeated the ghosts at Uptotten Towers. Yep, that's the deal. You defeat the ghost and then you get the cat. Gotta save this cat. What a diligent young thing you are, coming along to the church by yourself. Reminded me of when I was your age. Can we just defeat the children? And it's like, children approach. Children are shocked by surprise at you attacking them. Alright. I stand guard here all day and all night, making sure that no monsters go coming into town. You're a spirited-looking young thing you are. Don't you go thinking about wandering off outside town, do you hear? Fine. It's been a while, Dragon. Good news is that old Whitey is just some sort of cold or other. Are we also children? Yes. Suppose we'd better start thinking about making tracks for Wheelbrook. You can't possibly be thinking of leaving now, Pancraz. You should stay one night here at the very least. I suppose you've talked me into it. Good, let me show you to your room. We didn't buy a squat. We looked at the we went to this guy and said, I'd like to see the menu, and then left. Here you go, Pancraz. You have a good night's sleep, eh? Right, well, we better be on our way early in the morning, otherwise the folk back in Wheelbrook will be wondering what we've got to. I mean, we will be buying weapons, I assure you, but for right now, we just kind of looked at the menu and said, nah, I know what I want later, but I can't afford it. Psst! Dragon, wake up! Bloop. Good, you're awake, Dragon. Come on, let's hurry. You mean where to? To Uptartan Towers, of course. You have to give them ghosts the what for so we can save that poor cat from any more bullying. All we have to do is keep heading north and we should come to the place eventually. Let's go! Alright, so now that we officially have Bianca... Well, bam! Ta-da! Art. What about this guy who's oh man, look at that. Oh, you monster, get out of our town. She's still going. Alright. I think weapons are kind of the priority right now. I can't even see the towers, jeez. Ah, yes, much faster now. So where are we going? Looks like we can go this way. Look, child, it's super late, but I sell armor, not questions. What'll it be? I don't like the situation this puts us in! Level 4. Finally, we have heal. Have 9 MP. Did we just kill the cat we were trying to adopt? No, the cat we are trying to adopt is a saber cat. The door is rusty and won't budge an inch. another Chimera wing. A medicinal herb, thank God. I'm thinking if I want to grind some more before I start doing the events here. I think we do. There's a back entrance. Door's rusty and won't budge an inch. What a pain. I hope there's some other way we can get inside. Hence the back entrance. Yeah, the monsters here are not very great for what we have right now. Some funky ferrets. I hate that these things have sweet breath. It is the most annoying thing while trying to grind. Oh, let me just put you to sleep. See, look at that. The biggest thing right now is not levels, it's money. In terms of, like, some of the enemies, it's definitely, like, levels are needed. Like, because in cases of magic, you, like I mentioned before, playing Dragon Quest IV, your magic doesn't care about defense. It just kind of does its own damage. So I have 170... Alright, so we need... Can I buy anything from the weapon shop right now? Is he closed? I think he's closed right now. Ah, help, help! Oh, you're not a ghost? You gave me quite a scare there. Oh, nice! He's not closed. Awesome. We're gonna get Bianca, the bronze knife, right now. So we can do a little bit more damage. We're also going to sell some other stuff. Let's sell the plain clothes. Don't think we need this. Fancy thinking we're ghosts. Charming. There's party chat. Anytime something happens, I gotta try and remember party chat exists in this game. Can she wield that? Oh, she already has one, so yeah, we can sell that. Alright, so that's... Never snuck out of town like this before, it's well exciting. We have 55. Let's like kind of walk in here and we should have a higher encounter rate. Fat rats, let's go! These things are some chunky HP numbers. Now that guy is just dead. Walked up to a rat hat and used Hyper Beam. Bah! The good thing about grinding for money right now, we don't have to spend money in an inn. Oh boy. Defend, defend. Don't. Okay, good. Oh, they tried. They tried so hard. Okay, well, I guess they're gone. That's kind of annoying that they flee. A combatter pillar. Just like, bye. It's gonna make grinding here annoying. Header, you want a piece of me? Oh boy, here's more. We're not doing much damage to Dragon, which is very good. I may switch what we want, because, like, we seem, to these guys, we seem to be doing enough damage. But in terms of, you know, Bianca, she's dealing enough damage, but I don't want her taking that much damage while we're grinding, so I think while we're still money grinding for right now, we'll get her some armor. Or at least a piece of armor that'll help reduce that. Alright, Bianca is now level 4. All she knows is Frizz. Alright, so we are Pancras's son. And Bianca is the girl from the inn. So that's something that I didn't touch upon last game, because I didn't remember about it until after we beat it. Is that all the characters have titles, and sometimes they change. So I'll have to remember at, like, specific events, see if I can't remember to, check that. Yeah, get rid of that bubble slime. We do not have any antidotal herbs. I don't want to deal with poison. That's my last heal. Nice. Nice. Let's go. 48. I don't think... Also, and the good thing to note right now, it is Eternal Night right now. The time will not change unless we rest at it in. Also, wow, I just thought about something. The Nightlight is actually, like, a terrifying item to exist. Let's just make the day pass instantly. Either that, or it puts you into, like, a mystical dimension until nighttime. In which case, it's not nearly as terrifying. Alright, a little bit more. I think, wait, 250 is what we wanted. Also, we do want to point out that Bianca's kind of in a similar situation to what Maya is, or Maya was in 4, where, like, her magic is good, but there's not enough MP for it to really last long. However, the difference is that Maya, or not Maya, Bianca can wield a knife. So, it's a bit better. I don't care about that game, so swipe that on away. Hold up. I have to press right instead of up or down. This thing I was saying wrong about having kids kill hundreds of monsters at night. I mean, there's also something wrong about, you know, man, my kid got himself a new cat. We can't take care of it. And the cat's obviously not just a cat. So, you know, there may or may not be some problems in this society. What do we got? Leather dress is $380. That's a lot. We're at $215 though, so we can get a scale shield. I do also want to point out that the monsters right here, like, well, they're not that strong. Also, the guard that's supposed to keep us from going out is asleep. Just a point of thought here. We are home sweet home. I'm tired. Maybe we should give a rest for tonight. We'll try again tomorrow, eh, dragon? Get a cough drop. I can feel it. Alright, so we're supposed to leave bright and early from the morning for Wheelbrook, right? Like, you know, we can't do that. We can't stay another night. Achoo! My head hurts. It's like I must have caught old Whitey's cold of all the things. Hey look, there's our reason for staying. I'm afraid it looks like your dad's gone and caught my old man's cold. You'll have to both stay here until he feels better again. Oh no. What a tragic twist. I sure will be lost without going home and doing nothing. Weekend tonight, right? Maybe we should get some sleep. Yes. Alright, so legit question for those in the chat. Have you ever been so sick that you didn't do anything for the entire day? For days until you got better? Have you ever been that sick? I've never been that sick. Like, would I be playing video games every time? No. But, like, I would definitely, like, pull out my computer and be like, I'm gonna watch something. Put on the TV, I'm gonna watch something and lay down. When I was that sick, you lived alone and had to change your... Okay. Let me specify. Aside from things that make you feel better, like gotta eat food, gotta change your ice pack, you know, gotta change your clothes, you know, stuff like that. We're talking like, I got up and I got a book to read. I got my computer and watched YouTube. I sat on the couch and watched TV while laying down. You know, stuff like that. Because whenever I got sick, my go-to was, my parents didn't like it when I played video games, but sometimes I would anyway. When I was sick, specifically when I was sick, they didn't care that I played video games. I would either watch TV and play like solitaire. But I've never been so sick that I couldn't do anything. Alright, so now Bianca has 20 MP. We can cast heal 5 times. She also knows Dazzle. Had times where you just had to lay down and not do anything for a bit. So I've never felt that bad. Like, I would definitely, like, I would be like, I don't want to do anything. Hi, Sivia. I would definitely have those days where it's like, I don't want to do anything right now. So no video games, but I would like, I can't do anything with that background noise. It's like, if I don't have the TV on or a fan on, it's just, I can't. Hello, welcome to Kids Beat Monsters for Money. How can I help you? Also, like, I do want to point something out. I don't know about 7. I know 8 didn't have a lot of the monsters in it. But 9, the one I played the most, the one I feel could have benefited for the most variety of monsters, Dragon Quest IX did not have a lot of the monsters from 4 through 6, and I wonder why. And it makes me sad now that I think about it. Because like, I would have loved having these combator pillars to fight. That would have been amazing. Alright, so we got Bianca, the Scale Shield. I did equip. Okay, let's make sure. Did I equip it? Woo! Wow, that one hurt. I want to get Dragon a Copper Sword. I've had a horrible flu that hit me like a 2-ton barrel of bricks for 2 days. All I did was get a change of ice pack and a TV note. Yeah, okay. So I know it's a thing, but I was like, how many people does that happen to? So I have a decent immune system. Like, there are days that I certainly am just like, no, I feel awful. But when I wake up, I gotta do something. I gotta be doing something. I gotta watch something. I gotta have something going. Will I pay attention to it like I would if I was feeling well? Maybe not, but I gotta have it on. Otherwise I'll go stir crazy. More stir crazy than I already am. So let's be honest, what kind of person spends hundreds of hours trying to 100% Dragon Quest Heroes 2? Certainly not a sane person. No way. I typically just have a fan. If I have something on while going to sleep, like if I'm okay, let me put it this way: if I am attempting to go to sleep, like on purpose, not just I fell asleep while watching something, I can't have something. I can't have something on. I have to have like white noise, like a fan, because otherwise I will pick up whatever device said thing is playing on, and I will just watch it. I would love to go to sleep with some streams on in the background. You know, because there are definitely, you know, people that stream late at night. Like, I would like to watch Maximilian, dude. Yeah, just laser focus on the sound, and I would just stare at it. But I'd love to watch Maximilian, dude. He's fun. But he streams so late that I can't do it. And I can't even have it listed because I would watch it and not get any sleep. Kieran streams late at night. And I can't have that on because I would just watch it and I go to sleep. The point is, it's like, it's not necessarily the fact that it's a stream. It is that there is something, that noise is coming where something is happening. Something that I watch. Something that I can watch. The noise coming from a fan, I can watch the fan, but the fan's not going to do anything. Other than spin around and go circles, go nee. Yeah, the not too interesting part, but also, like, this, for me personally, like, I have ADHD, so that makes that 10 times harder to find. If it is even slightly interesting to me, I will probably watch it. If I have it on. So something that I would find boring, like something that you would find boring, I find like 5 times more boring. There is no in between. So I just kind of like, and it's to the point that it's like, oh, this is boring. Is what? Something with nice soothing voice is usually my lullaby. I get it. That's why you watch Kieran stream so late at night. He's your lullaby. Iron Chef. Food Network stuff is really good for that. Though I can't have anything with what's his name? Bobby Flay. I can't have anything with Bobby Flay or Guy Fieri. I can't have anything with them on. I pay attention to them too much. I already wake up hungry. It's no big deal. Oh, speaking of food. So this is something that I've actually, like, in the... Let's see... 5 years I've been working and like working at jobs and stuff, I've never had the opportunity to do, is I now have to be at work at a time where I can actually go to a place and get breakfast beforehand. Versus Morimoto. Oh man, that takes me back. But it's like, let's say I worked at Taco Bell. I would go for the morning shift. So I would have to be there at 6. I have to be at work at 6. Will places open up at 6? And then at my night shift, I would have to be there at like 12 or something. I was like, well, great. Everywhere's busy from 11 to 12, so it would take forever for me to get it. I don't want to leave an hour and a half early. And then the night shift, well, there's no place open. But now, I get to be at work at 7, when places open up at 6, and there's places nearby. So now I can go, ah, crap, I didn't eat breakfast. Well, there we go. I can go get something to eat. It's right there. Miss Whataburger? I've never really been. It's like this weird feeling of like I can actually go and get breakfast food. And not... Oh, let me rephrase. I can get breakfast food at breakfast. I always get breakfast food. Like, normal people, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go get a cheeseburger from McDonald's, from Burger King, and then get that chicken sandwich. Nah, man. I gotta get a biscuit. You gotta get that breakfast. I don't care what place it is. If it has breakfast available to get, I will always get breakfast food. Because sausage, egg, and cheese is the most amazing thing, and I don't care what anyone else says. This is, like, helps by the fact that, like, a lot of the places that also serve breakfast 24/7, I don't find their other food particularly great. Like McDonald's, I don't particularly like their burgers anyway. If you bought one for me and said, or if you bought one for me or said, hey, I have an extra burger, would you want it? I wouldn't say no, but I would never go and buy one. Biscuit or bagel, depending. If I have bacon, it's gotta be really crunchy bacon, which typically you don't get from fast food. Not in my experience, anyway. But it's also, like, I really like bacon. I don't want bacon on something, especially like a biscuit, because I will pull, like, you go in, you bite into the biscuit. The bacon doesn't, like, you don't pierce the bacon all the way through, so you pull the biscuit away, the rest of the bacon just comes with it. Congratulations, you just now have an egg and cheese biscuit, because you ate all the bacon on it in one bite. I don't have that happen with sausage. I have the same problem with ham. Is said bacon or ham delicious? Absolutely. Would I eat it in one bite normally? Yes, absolutely. Do I want to when it's on a biscuit? No, not necessarily. Sausage, egg, and cheese on a jalapeno cheddar biscuit. Subway actually has like a jalapeno cheddar bread now. I'm not like particularly fond of the taste of jalapenos personally. Not the spice or like the tang, or it's just something about the taste that doesn't agree with me. Oh geez, we have 248. Wow. But something about it, I just doesn't agree with me. If it wasn't so expensive, I would try it. But it's like $10 for a foot long. That's Subway. I like how the description of all that had varying levels of convenience but still sounded tasty. I don't think there's anything else about like breakfast food, but the and there are definitely things that I've kind of grown accustomed to not having, that now that I have them and the money to get them, it's a struggle not to go there like every day and go get it. That's right, Subway does do breakfast, doesn't it? I tried it. I don't know if I've ever actually tried it. I think I did once, but I don't remember it. Once wouldn't be enough to cement it in my mind unless it's like, oh my god, this was amazing. Oh yeah, that's right. I got a beef to pick with the McDonald's I went to. They didn't give me any jelly when I went, and that upsets me. But I do miss my early morning stocking job that I had. This last Monday was my last day there, because it's in a big shopping center. But I worked early in the morning, so I'd leave at like 8 or 9. You know, the not really busy time in the morning. So I would leave the parking lot, I would turn right, and then like the next right, there was a McDonald's right there that I could go to. Then I would turn right again, so I don't have to wait for the light to turn green. And then another right turn onto the interstate. And it's just the easiest drive home with food I've ever had. Yeah. Also, does anyone else find it weird that like steak is suddenly like a breakfast item at some places? Like Taco Bell had, you know, steak available as an option that you could put on it, you know. Steak, egg, and cheese at Subway. Stuff like that. Just, it's weird. So we have a bronze knife that I totally clicked on. Not the copper sword that I wanted to. Alright, so we don't have much money left. Steak is a breakfast thing in Texas? That sounds about right. Like, stereotypically correct. Always like steak. Like, I'm not saying it's not, like, it's not odd. It's not odd. It tastes good. You know, it's slightly normal. But it's like, when I think breakfast, you know, my mind goes to sausage, bacon, eggs, ham, like grits, stuff like that. Steak is not one of the things that normally comes to mind. But it's like, I go to a lot of, like, not, like, to a lot of, like, different places, and it's like, steak is a thing at their breakfast menus. It's like, that's not what I would normally think of when I got steak. So who came up with this idea of steak for breakfast? Alright, so we're gonna see, how are we sitting HP, MP wise? I think what we'll do is we're gonna go rest up and then do the loop again, and then we're gonna actually go. I mean, that with pretzel bed, no complaints, but just remember noticing it happening. Yep. Also, just like suddenly out of nowhere, I'm reminded of this dumb TikTok video. I don't actually watch TikTok. I don't have it. I don't have the app. I encounter things through like the meme servers, the meme channels, and Twitter. But it was sitcom characters eating dinner. And it's something that I never noticed before. But I watched The Big Bang Theory. It's the only sitcom that I watch. It's not like the best thing, but it's something that I find interesting and occasionally laugh at. And I watched it after I saw this thing, and I realized they rarely ever actually eat the food they have. It's real food. Either that or like extremely convincing looking props. But it's like, that's so weird that they have it as like have real food as a set piece that they don't ever actually touch. So I wonder, like, do they just eat it afterwards? They never actually make jokes. No, the sitcom is they all get food, they all sit down and eat, and then they go to bed. No talking, none. The laugh track displays when they say things. Well, I know Big Bang Theory is filmed in front of an audience, so that's their laugh track. Now, I don't know if they sometimes have cues, but they've taken a picture of it, and I've seen it before. It's like, these are very clearly not studio people. I know why you wouldn't believe it, but it's like, whatever. You kind of despise that show? Fair. It is the only piece of live-action media that is not action-related that I've ever watched and ever find interesting. There's an entire industry of faking food for TVs, commercial, and movies. I mean, yes. But I will say that people actually occasionally eat it. Alright, so we are... I think we're ready to go. Did I ever tell you about my desire for science to create a pig-cow-chicken hybrid that lays eggs, steals milk, and sheds meat? Yeah, everything from breakfast in one occurred. That sounds like an abomination. Aside from bullying Penny all the time, they really do say something that isn't even a joke, and... yeah... like, there is the industry that fakes food for TV. However, like, the stuff the fake food that they get is usually not something you would eat. Not from what I understand. Anyways, like, I know Big Bang Theory isn't great. If someone were to say, what's your guilty pleasure show? The Big Bang Theory would be it. It would definitely be it. You know, meanwhile, I'm looking at my shelf that has Demon King, Daimao, Love Ru, and Monster Musume on it. No, none of those are my guilty pleasures. No way. But mostly those, I don't consider those guilty pleasures because I find fan service hilarious. You know, something fan servicey could happen, and a lot of people will go like, "Wow, you know, eyes but faster." And I would sit here and laugh my ass off. All right, so is this place? Can I go there? Nope, won't budge an inch. I thought that said lovingly blasted with a blowtorch. That is a different meaning than basted. Can't seem to get out of here now, but I'm sure we'll be okay if we keep going forwards. I'm gonna open all the coffins because I can. Okay, but we're gonna switch over to, like, kind of cartoons and stuff. Because... Oh no! Scooters! Ah! But, me and a friend, we're almost done with it, but we've been watching Ultimate Muscle. It's extremely puntastic. But there are so many of the wrestlers that are, like, really odd. Like, one of them is a giant cell phone. One of them is a giant shoe. One of them is literally a jet plane. Or a bunch of Legos. One of them's a butt. Literally. And I just, like, you wonder, what happens in your life that you said, you know what, I should make my next wrestler a toilet? What happens in your life that makes you want to think about this? There's an inscription carved into the tombstone. It says something about it being Bianca's grave, but Dragon can't read very well. It isn't sure of the exact wording. It sounds like there's a voice coming from inside the grave. Have a look. Dragon uses all of his strength to push the grave open. Yeah, plot point. We can't read. That was horrible. Could you have got here any sooner? Thanks for helping me out anyway. Better get a move on. It wasn't actually Legos, but it's like, it was a bunch of building blocks with spikes in the top, and I'm like, I don't know where he got the inspiration from that, for the design, but if it wasn't Legos, it was Legos. That's what I think. Oh, what's just done there? Yeah, legally distinct. Yeah, speaking of, see Shaman King, Hero of Giant Robots. Clearly the foot design came from that wrestler being a step ahead of the other competitors. Also, my favorite thing in that show is, like, they kind of forget about it in the second half of the show, but there's a thing that they called the stink bug. It's literally the poop emoji with arms and legs, like tiny arms and legs. And, you know, for a while, they just kind of threw it around. It was like, oh my gosh, it stinks. Oh, get it away from me. And then they gave it a voice and made it, like, fly around. So, I've never seen this show before. And this little tiny pile of poo that they call a stink bug just comes onto the screen and just goes, "Smell me!" And I just start dying of laughter. Everyone's running away from this thing. The Countess looks kindly at Dragon and Bianca, then closes her eyes. And then disappears. Secret stairs! Remember liking Shaman King as a kid? Should go back and see what it was actually about. They're remaking Shaman King, right? Speaking of things you may or may not have seen in Dragon Quest. Scree! Scree! I think this is my gateway to Bubble Bell. Have I actually watched Yoshihiko? That's the, like, parody one, isn't it? I've seen a bit of it. I haven't actually watched it. Let me see. I think that's the one. That's not how you spell it. Yeah, it's, You know what? I should definitely find a place to watch that. Because I've seen some of the screenshots. It's dumb. Look, I looked up Yoshihiko Demon King's Castle, and of course, you know, you get the Wikipedia page. The second page, the second thing I get YouTube results. You know, the hero Yoshihiko and the Demon King's Castle, poison, ... I can't see it. And then, the next one. The hero Yoshihiko and the Demon King's Castle, boobs. That's the entire title. Oh, this is an important question. It's not fan servicey, but I remember the scene being like what gives a man his power? It's boobs. That's what drives me to beat the Demon King. And I'm just like, oh my god, this is so stupid. This is exactly in line with a parody, though. Do I know what started this? I have no idea. Crispy Jack Chris was a dojin about one of the unnamed characters from this game. Answering this text while I talk. It's probably not a great idea. Especially about the conversation we're having. Yeah, I do want to watch it. There's also the Dai no Daiboken anime that's getting a new lease on life. So I'm very happy about that. A silver tea tray. Everyone remembers Dai from Dump Force. I mean Jump Force. Yeah, that's what I meant to say, right? Good evening to you. I am Miss Count of Uptotten Towers. 10 years ago now, the people of my castle were attacked by the monsters and killed. Why did such a thing happen, you ask? It is said that an evil being tries to take away from the world all children with any status. I think the name of the doujin has a slight spoiler for this game. DM it to me and I'll tell you. I believe this angers the monsters and made them kill us all. There is no use counting the cost of it over and over. What's done is done. But you see, we would very much like to rest in peace. I am hoping you will be able to help us. Would you try to banish from this old derelict castle the ghosts that now live among us? If these ghosts are not gone, the people of this castle are fated to forever dance upon this cursed stage of limbo. Alright, so we have our task. So now we can open those doors. I know we can fall down there. I just want to see what's there. As dark as you like in here. Watch where you're walking, eh, dragon? Oh, ghosties. It's a very on-point title. Don't think we need to be here yet. So we can't go anywhere else. Let's go down here. Let's go this way. The dude's art style stuck with you enough that you recognize his original work like 7 years later? Wow. Yeah, they mean literally dancing, it looks like. I want to point out, by the way, these people are floating in the air. They're not on the ground. With a ghost, so, you know. It's down here. I can't see anything on that floor, so we'll go this way. We was the first people to have the courage to come this far. Did the castle sunk like 5 feet? Maybe, but I doubt it. There came to this castle as a ghost who live here now. If this count and I are finding it impossible to rest in peace. How things have changed, I still remember the days we would enjoy the afternoon tea for watching the flowers bloom. Please, I beg you, banish from this castle the ringleader of these ghosts. Then the rest will follow one by one. Wonderful! I hoped I could count on you. You are indeed very brave. This ringleader will be in the throne room, surrounded by his evil minions, the spirits of Darkworld. You came through a very dark floor on your way here, correct? That is the room where the ringleader is lurking. Just take the stairs up after the door just there. You're kind of in the way. Wait, there's still something I must tell you. You young people must be more patient before you go running off. You stopped talking! No use in going directly to the throne room now. It is too dark for you to see. You must go through the grand hall to the basement. In a jar in the kitchen, you will find a torch. Assist you to will vanish the darkness and bring in the lights. I make the rusty doors open for you also. Good luck and stick together. There are safety in numbers. Oh dear, oh dear, it's not only ghosts, but spirits of the dark world materia too. This must mean that Grandmaster Nimzo is extending his grip on our world. I read all about him in a book once. Nimzo, you say? Just notice his name? What was his name? I didn't even notice. Oh boy, we've got monsters now too. Jeez, there's a lot of them too. was supposed to be chief of this castle of gods, but I couldn't protect the count from those monsters. Only anybody could stop the Grand Master of Naderia and bring peace back to our world. Don't worry about me, Scutals. Oh, for those in the Discord, you need to watch that meme that I put in the meme section. I was dying at it. It's fantastic. I think I should pin it, because it's great. Actually, you know what I could do? You know what I could do? I could make this even easier. So that's that. Downloads that. I'm gonna mute my desktop audio for a sec, so just sit tight. Alright. Alright, there we go. Now let's see if I can't get this going. Window capture. No. Why would you do that? Why would you just automatically put that on screen? It's a dangerous thing to do, OBS. Actually, you know what? I could probably just give this to you audio only. I'm gonna give this to you audio only. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this. And we're just gonna listen to it. It's all the way volume.
I have a joke for you. What is a skeleton's favorite snack?
I don't know.
Go on, guess.
Death?
No. Go on, guess.
No.
Come on. Guess. Why are you laughing? I haven't told the punchline yet. What is a skeleton's favorite snack? Guess.
You're putting me in a lot of pressure.
Guess. Fuck. Guess. Guess, goddammit you. Why won't you answer me? What is my favorite snack?
Bones?
No! No!
Jesus,
What is it? Why must you fail me so often? Ribs! Spare ribs! Fuck! I have...
Just the build up on that. Just... Ribs! I'm sorry, I couldn't capture the video, but then I wouldn't be able to hear it. Sorry, I was showing its skeleton meme. Because we're dealing with skeletons. I couldn't capture the video. What's up, fanboy? Nice, we have the torch. Well, I was gonna talk to that guy, but... A Will of the Whips? Oh boy. We've got a whole castle to explore. I'm gonna find that Toph's tea set. We've got one part of it. Oh, nice. We got Cassap. Odd that we don't have regular sap, but you know what? Whatever. Gonna bring back a food conversation that ribs can also be really good. I really, I'm not a huge fan of ribs. Mostly just because there's never enough for me. Yeah, it tastes great, but when I buy a meal, I want it to taste great and to, fill me up. Ribs have never managed to do that. Exactly, they're really tiny. And it goes back to that thing of, if you said, hey, I bought some ribs, would you like some? I wouldn't say no, but I would never go buy them myself. Unless they were really inexpensive and decent. Messy is not, a huge factor. Because, you go out to eat and get, fast pizza. Like Pizza Hut or something. Stuff like that. And, that's really greasy. So, eh? Oh, hello! I wasn't here before, but I am now! This castle is full of ghosts, I'll have you know. You must take care, little one. Ho ho ho. Bye now. By the way, that door won't open. Never mind. That's the type of rib, but the complaint is I want more ribs. That seems more like a serving. Well, it's more of ribs, amount of rib to cost ratio. Yeah, I haven't gone hunting for them, so I'm pretty sure I could probably find a good deal somewhere. Nice, silver teacup. Some money. That's not a lot of money. There was an old man here before. He's totally not a ghost, or was he? But anyway, now we can rest in the castle, and we don't have to go through that whole loop again. So yeah, okay, we can go to the front door now. The rusty door is open. So door. Oh, there's pianos. Let's see, what's here? So that's the inn. And here is... Yeah, this, we did that already. It's like, I'm gonna go back to McDonald's again, because that's the thing that I know of offhand. I can pay... I'm gonna say $12 and get 3 sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits and 3 hash browns. That'll last me for 3 meals. At most. 2 to 3 meals. Meanwhile, if I, let's take the $30 for ribs. I don't know if they're that expensive here, but if I buy a plate of ribs, they'll probably cost more than $12, and they won't have nearly the same amount of effect. Oh, I know where we can go. I know where we can go now. Since the king is not there now, we can go this way. Okay, so that's just the way we came in. One day I'll remember that this is the back of the castle, not the front. Yeah, so we want to go this way. Now we use the torch. Awesome. So now we can go exploring. We don't want to go in there yet. Look at this man. Look how happy he is. Look at him go. Let's see. Okay, there's this. Nice. Got the Toff's tea set. I believe that's everything in here. Don't think there's anything else aside from whatever's in here. There. Yeah, there's the scientist dude. Okay, so now to figure out where the heck we're at. Alright, here's where the heck we're at. Where do we stand resource-wise? Okay, we are completely good. We only have 168, so if I die, it's not a huge loss to our money. So I'm gonna say, look, you can see him there. That's really unnerving that I can see him over there without the torch, but so we're gonna try it. It's like we don't have nearly the armor that, you know, the best armor available, but is this still the quest given by the children for the cat? Yes. This is just an extension of it. The quest the children gave us was like, we want you to clear the Tower of Ghosts. For the ghosts to leave, we need to beat this guy. Ha! You children are very brave coming this far. Why don't I cook you up a nice, tasty dinner as a reward? Come with me. No! Not afraid of me, are you? Surely you're not such scaredy cats if you've made it this far. Fine, I guess I'll go with you. Perhaps I should mention,
You're the main ingredients.
oh, it's a bit too late for me to look now. Oh no, I couldn't possibly. I can't make a meal out of two poor children. It's just not a recipe I'm comfortable with.
You want your neck sliced off by the scythe of hell? No? Then I suggest you start preparing this meal.
It needs more ribs.
Smells good. I can hardly wait. Holler up. Right away. This looks tasty. We're chewing this one down to the bone.
Alright, so... oh man. There we go. There we go. Easy encounter. Should have, yeah, a few medicinal herbs. Do we have any more? If I'm going to attempt this without being fully geared, I want to have as much equipment as possible. Alright, so we need to find our way up. Leave this way. This is the way we want to go. Nope. Wrong way. Other way. Alright, so the plan is we're going to attempt this, and then I'm going to have to head off. But we're going to give it our go. I'm not going to try and fail. That's not how I do things. Besides, we've already, like, I don't have to worry about, you know, I don't have to worry about dying at this point. Because, well, I do, but I don't have to worry about completing the game without dying, because we already got an unlucky encounter. There's the torch.
Meh! What are you doing here? I thought the skeletons would have made a meal of you by now. Well, if they can't stop their dinner running away, then maybe I should tuck in instead.
Alright, so we have Heal and Squelch. We have Sap. I wonder if Dazzle would work. I'm gonna try Dazzle.
Yes!
One more Sap. That was close. Yeah, like 10 years ago, I would not have ever thought to use Dazzle on a boss. Yes! We got him! First try, let's go. Oh, right. Nice. We got Sizz.
Help! We'll leave the castle, I promise. If we all go, there won't be any more monsters coming here, I'm sure. We were forced out of Nadira, you see, so we were just looking for somewhere nice to live. Surely you can forgive that, right?
No. Fine.
Well, that's a relief. You'll grow up to be a fine young man, I'm sure.
I knew I could count on you. I cannot thank you enough. Thanks you very much. We were on tenterhooks, but now we are so relieved. We can rest at last. The other castle inhabitants are already sleeping peacefully. Are you ready to depart, my dear? Yes, my darling. Goodbye. We will never forget you. Well, that's good. Now that two of them can finally sleep peacefully together. The ghosts who took over this place were a nasty bunch, eh? But it's the monsters who came along and killed all those poor innocent people who are the most to blame. What's that? What a pretty ball. I'll bet it's some kind of reward. We should take it with us. Bianca takes the glowing gold orb and hands it to Dragon. We acquire the gold orb. Alright, so I believe that's everything. So I went through every room. I didn't see any other treasure chests or pots we didn't get. Canada Dry. I freaking love ginger ale. Especially Canada Dry. And it's like, it's weird. Because it's like, I have to have, like, Canada Dry. It's like one of the few things I can't ever have, like, an off-brand version of. Because it's like, you know how you have, like, Dr. Pepper, and then you have, like, generic store-brand variants. You know, The store brand variant doesn't have enough taste for me to consider it worth going and getting. I'll pay the little bit extra to get Canada Dry. Does 7-Up taste like half and half ginger ale and Sprite to anyone else? I haven't had 7-Up in so long. Promise is a promise, so hurry up and give us that cat. I dunno. I suppose we don't have much choice. Fine, you do what you said you'd do after all. Take this stupid cat. Hey, that's good news, ain't it, Cat? No more bullying for you. Come on, let's get going. Alright, before we do anything... Oh! Come on, Bianca. I know. We should get the puss a name. What do you think to call it? Saber. I like Saber. Saber's alright by you, is it? Yes. Well, Saber it is, then. I think the other name that you can call it is, like they suggest is, like, Percy. That's, like, the name that I hear everywhere else. But I like Saber more. You get a little adorable saber cat. I suppose I should have mentioned that my Lum's allergic to pets. That means you'll have to be the one who takes care of Saber. You don't mind, do you, Dragon? Come on, let's get going. I just want to point out, throughout the entire journey throughout the castle, we just barely made enough to get a leather dress. Alright, so I'm gonna have to end it here. I've got some stuff to do. I'd continue on otherwise if I didn't. Tomorrow, probably around 3 or 4 Central Time, maybe 4 or 5. Anywhere between 3 and 5 Central Time. I know it's like all 2 hours, but I'm still getting used to stream schedule here and when I want to do stuff. We'll continue more of this. I still gotta keep grinding in Dragon Quest Swords. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for the next stream. Check out the VODs of Dragon Quest IV on the YouTube channel. There's also Dragon Quest III and Dragon Quest I up there as well as 11. I also forgot. And Hero. Lots of Dragon Quest on the YouTube that you guys can check out. For now, let's see if we can't find somebody to host. Anybody to host today? Come on, Twitch, work with me here. Work with me. Work with me, buddy. Not really anybody that I want to host, which is unfortunate. So, take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.